We're back!
We're back! We missed all of you so much.
We did, and we could see that you guys missed us.
We got death threat.
We did not get any death threats, but people definitely starting to crash out of it. They were like, hello.
Right.
Like, y'all think y'all can just leave us like this? And where have y'all been? Where's the videos? And you know what? I don't think we even took into consideration that people would care so much. But it was nice to see like that. You know, like, well, where are we? You know, and the last video that we did post was our wedding vlog. And
shout out to our wedding vlog.
Yes. We were a little irritated because
oh my god,
YouTube did not monetize our video, and I don't know if that's our like 147th video or something like that. We've been grinding at this YouTube stuff for about a year now, and
I tried to dispute it to see if it would take, but
yeah. So it's one of the biggest videos on our page, and we ain't made a red cent. So we was like, you know what? We're over it, but that's not really the real reason why we took a break. We really took a break just because we needed one. We have a lot going on. We've had a lot going on personally, a lot going on business-wise.
Yeah.
We've been very busy, and we just needed a break. Angelo needed a break from
all the editing.
He is the editor-in-chief of the Ville show, so you know that's a lot of constant, consistent output that he's putting out to create this content for you guys.
Yeah.
So
we're back.
but we're back, and we're excited to be back. We have some exciting things planned for you guys and for ourselves. And first of all, we wanted to do a little Q&A to get you guys caught up, answer any questions that you might have, engage with you guys. And I posed the question on multiple platforms, and you guys submitted some questions to us.
Cannot wait to get into it.
Yes, so without further ado, I'm V.
And I'm Lo. Let's go!
It's the Ville show. It's the Ville show. It's the Ville show. You wanted the notes, so maybe you could start.
Oh. Tell me how you've grown. What's one way you were different the day before you got married, and one way you've grown by the time you got this message from me? Christopher.
How are we different since we've been married? Is that like the question? And how have we grown?
How have we grown? Oh, we've only been married
Like 2 months.
like a couple of months.
Baby.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, you could say that we've grown in the how we react to or handle negativity, because we did receive a lot of, you know, not so nice comments, and you all know that our mothers were also being some type of way, but it's forced us to kind of, you know,
become more emotionally mature.
yes,
We were already emotionally mature people, but
you have to exercise it.
You experience deep disappointment. You really have to learn how to regulate your emotions on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Speaking of mothers, my mom, we actually had a sit down the other day. Very emotional sit down. Actually, someone sent her our video, our aftermath video. Y'all can go back and watch.
Infamous aftermath video.
Yeah, so she claims that she didn't watch it, but I just kind of like stood on business. Like, we were sharing how her reaction and other people's reactions made us feel. And we shared that unapologetically. And so in that conversation with her, we cried our tears and got all of the anger out. It was like very heated and then very soft. So I think that me and my mom are in a way better place than we were. I was losing a lot of sleep about it and things of that nature, and she knew that we needed to talk. So it just, an opportunity presented itself for us to meet up and have a sit down. And so, yeah, he got through it.
So I would say he grew in his abilities to confront difficult issues and in emotional maturity. And I'm growing in the same ways. You know, we have different upbringings, and sometimes we have the same upbringings, but as Black queer individuals, you know that your life kind of takes a different path at one point, and at that point, a lot of the people who you grew up alongside, they can no longer relate to your experiences. And they're not growing in the same ways that you are, and they're not learning the same things that you're learning. So you have to be patient with them and, you know, give them time to develop and come to terms with who you are.
You got the next question.
Okay. What's your top goal in life as a married couple? And both of these questions came from Christopher. Hey, Christopher.
Hey, Christopher.
So, top goal in life as a married couple. I think Angela and I are always
$2 million house by the lake.
Motivated by the money.
Money.
We are a business. We are a conglomerate. We are an entity. We are way more than what you kind of typically see with a couple, where it's like, oh, we're just googly eyeing at each other all day, and you know, we do that too, and we cuddle and we express love in many ways, but we are a dynamic duo. And our goal is just to become debt free. That's number one. Number two is to acquire assets and real estate and to just realize our dreams and travel the world and just be happier, more full versions of ourselves, and to grow spiritually. We're also on spiritual journeys, discovering who we are on the inside. So it's just kind of running the gambit across the board, but we definitely just want to continue to rise in success across the board.
Yep. The next question is from classic guy 93 _. How and when did y'all meet?
So we have a whole video about this. I think it's like the main video on our channel.
Probably.
How we met.
We met in 2020, right before pandemic. At the top of the year, we were both working at Sprint. Sprint is now T-Mobile, so we met out on the field. Out in the wild, I would say. You know, a lot of the gay people.
Not on an app.
Not on an app. We met in the wild.
In the real world. Wild.
No shade to the girls that meet on apps, because I've had a few.
That's more of the wild than the Sprint T-Mobile. It wasn't nothing wild about Sprint.
I guess. But we met there. I was working there as a transition out of my flight attendant job at Spirit. So Sprint was like my let me figure things out in real estate whilst having, you know, my bills paid, and then I met.
And Sprint was the only place that would hire me when I moved to Atlanta.
I'm so glad that they did.
It was my only option, and I almost walked out of the interview because they were taking so long to take me. But I'm glad I did it because the pandemic hit, and I really wouldn't have been able to find a job.
We were pay protected.
Yes, so it definitely came in clutch and helped my journey here to be a little longer.
Right.
A lot longer, actually.
That's how we met. The rest is history. We were friends for a year. Got into a relationship after that, and now
we were just inseparable. Could not be apart.
We were best. We're still that way. We're still like best friends.
Can never be apart. What's changed and what has stayed the same since you got married? And this was asked by Samad,
Wow.
who is a good friend of ours. So
What's changed?
nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
I get this question a lot. Like, how's married life? How are things? And now that you're married, it's like nothing's changed. Angelo and I think for people maybe like in a more traditional sense, man and a woman, like maybe they weren't living together before, maybe they weren't having sex before, maybe they weren't.
That's not us.
Sharing bills before and sharing finances before. We have been doing that for years. We've been acting as a married couple way before we legally got married.
Yeah.
So
Only
nothing's
thing
changed.
that's changed are the people outside.
Correct.
Perceiving us.
Mhm.
So
And the
in that
perception.
regard,
Yeah.
they have changed. It relates to us, but we have not changed.
Absolutely, and our opinions about, or our thoughts or feelings about people have changed.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, wow, I thought you were one way, and now I realize that you're a completely different way. Or just the way in which the world will seek to box you in and act as though you can only exist in certain ways as a married person. So just a different standard that you're held to, and different things that you see come out of people once you kind of jump through. So,
But I love redefining what it means to be married.
absolutely.
The next question is from Merce Zoe. I said that right. Why the long break? Mental health.
Hashtag mental health.
Hashtag mental health. We just needed a little time when we thought that the climax of the V&Lo show was
Season 1.
right.
That's what I'm
us
referring
getting
to,
married.
too.
So this is just it was a good break for us that we needed, and we were able to focus on our other social platforms, TikTok and
Correct. We've
Instagram. I don't know if you all been seeing that. We have been growing
been really fast.
really fast.
We really haven't stopped creating content. We just kind of switched to short form content.
Yeah.
We grew our TikTok to 20,000 followers, which is really big for us.
Yeah.
And we grew our Instagram, which I'm even more proud of because I think it's harder to grow on Instagram, to 5,000 subscribers from like 300 or something like that. Really huge. So
we're just excited for the new fans to get to know us and come on over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Where our true family is.
Yeah, y'all are like, well, okay, this short form stuff is cute, but
Right, y'all was cussing us out in the comments. But we're back.
yeah. Okay, what are y'all doing for your honeymoon?
And that came from
And that came from Urban Scholar.
a honeymoon.
But we haven't been on a honeymoon.
Oh, you don't want it. We're leaving tomorrow.
So,
The honeymoon is tomorrow. We are leaving to just on a cruise.
yes, we're
It's
going
our
on.
honeymoon, not honeymoon.
Yes, so Angela loves cruising. We've been on 2
love
cruises.
cruising.
The first one was Carnival.
I love to cruise.
And roll. Action, Michael.
I love to tour.
Conquest, and the second one was on Royal Caribbean on what was that ship called?
I don't remember.
It was less memorable than
We
the first
wanted
one.
to try Virgin,
Yeah.
but real estate didn't align this summer for us to do Virgin, so we just booked.
Yeah, we made a knee jerk. We had a closing, and then we were like, you know what? We didn't have a closing, so
Oh yeah,
amen to that. It's
two
not even-
actually. You had one,
Yeah.
and I had one. Oh, we had one together.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did have one by myself, and then he had one. So that helped us to be able, you know, it's time. We're gonna spend a little bit of money. We're gonna carve out a little bit of money, for a little cruise. So it's
not
functioning as a handful of different things.
Right.
It's gonna be like his birthday trip because we didn't get to go on a birthday trip for him. It's going to be kind of like a little
Honeymoon, not honeymoon.
honeymoon. It's gonna be
Well, as you all know, we didn't really have a wedding either. We had a pocket wedding,
so it's a pocket honeymoon.
pocket honeymoon.
And it's going to be our return, well, somewhat of a return to YouTube. And
we're definitely gonna be vlogging on this here cruise, okay?
Yes,
so get ready.
We're excited.
Get your pearls ready because
I've been getting.
We put that shit on. Right.
I have been having so much anxiety. I've been packing for the last 4 or 5 days, so
you need to really
hopefully
relax.
We remembered everything and we have an amazing smooth trip. So pray for us.
Right.
Positive thoughts.
What's you guys' safe word? That is from Alfonso Mills.
We do not have a safe word.
Safe word?
We are not freaky like that. Safe words is when you doing like BDSM and you hitting each other, tying each other up, and you having crazy freaky sex and stuff like that, and you need a safe word. So because no is you gonna say no, but you need to say pineapples or something like that.
Yeah.
To get them to stop hitting you. So we don't do stuff like that.
No.
Sorry. Next, how are your relationships with each of your parents going since being married? Okay.
I just addressed mine.
Yeah, Angelo delved into that. My parents and I already kind of knew that they were going to rest in their belief system and not really bend much. My dad, it's the same. He has been as supportive as he can be. My mom, I just think that she feels how she feels. She expressed how she felt. I'm like, okay, girl, anything else? And then now everything's pretty much back to normal. Angelo's been to my house since we've been married. We didn't mention it. We didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter to me. I don't need their approval to be married. So yeah, they're good. Both of our relationships with our parents are as good as they're gonna be.
Yeah.
It could be better. Our parents could be like supporting us with open arms. That would be better. Yeah. But you know, they're not bad.
True. Well, since the door is cracked open partially, what happened to the rest of the group and you all? I clearly noticed the separation and I'm quite honestly upset. I love all of you beautiful black gay men hanging out together. And that is from Marty.
Yeah.
Well,
next question.
See ya.
Well. Next question. See ya.
Heavy on the see ya. The thing is, that's an interesting question.
That is a very interesting question. We actually were wondering the same thing, but I guess
because there's only so many couples that you all have probably seen us hanging out with, or other YouTubers. So I'm assuming you're talking about a specific group of people.
We've been iced out.
We haven't been receiving any invitations.
Yeah.
We haven't been receiving any correspondence. We had one.
There have been some like slight remarks from one individual, but I don't really care to like have an out with anyone. So, I mean, without us having confronted that specific person, it's probably not safe to like draw conclusions and all of this stuff. But there is an individual that we feel like doesn't like us for some reason.
They created a video.
We don't know
and
what that's about.
They were speaking about us in somewhat of a negative way online.
Yeah.
And we saw them in person and they did not speak to us.
They like, what did we even do?
And nothing has happened. Nothing has conspired between us. So it's very confusing to be on the outs with someone and you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So I think we're very confused as to what happened with this individual to cause them to have so much disdain for us.
Yeah.
And everybody else that's around him, I believe, is just following his lead on what it is that he's gonna do. So it has been a deeply disappointing trajectory of things, because
especially in a time that we really needed like
that support,
friends and stuff like that, and it just
the one couple we always heralded them in the highest regard. Whenever we would think of doing anything, we're like, okay, we're gonna invite them, and
right at the top,
they're at the top, and
now we don't know.
Sometimes someone's at the top of your list and you're not at the top of theirs. So
what a bar.
That is a reality that we are contending with, and it's somewhat isolating. So if you ask, another partial reason for the absence is just kind of realizing that we needed to reassess our relationships across the board, even within our own community.
Yeah.
And that has been challenging, but having each other.
I was just gonna say that we have each other, and really we are enough for each other. We have a great time together, hanging out, coffee shops, doing business together, going traveling together, we're really good.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have
friends.
And not just friends, but people that share kind of the same
path,
values and paths and stuff like that. So
we're open to having a conversation with anybody and coming to terms and understanding where things might be coming from. But my assumption is that they don't really have a real reason why they dislike us, and they don't really want to talk. But if they do, then we're open to having a conversation. Otherwise, we're going to continue to live our lives and move forward. Yeah.
Was that all the questions, or we got some more?
No, that was just, there's a lot. Okay, so let me see.
A few moments later.
How long have you guys been together as a couple? Donald Campbell 12 asked.
5 years?
20, 21. So yeah, five, 6 years.
Four.
Wait, 5 years.
5 would put us at 2020.
Something like that.
4 years.
When is the honeymoon on Blue Vegas 63 asked that?
Underscore Amira underscore Kwan 86. How do you make it last? And do you bring people into your bedroom?
Amira. Maybe that is a boy. Amira Kwan. Okay. Amira Kwan. Okay. How do you make it last?
Our relationship?
Yeah.
Oh. Communication. All the things that they're gonna say. Communicate well. Don't hit below the bell, even though we did do that recently. It was fun though.
You did that.
It was fun. It made me so mad. And I was just like, fuck you. He didn't like that.
Yeah, so this is like a Dr. Phil moment. You should never ever say anything like that to your partner.
It's me.
There's no reason to speak to your partner that way. But I was just gonna say that we don't make it do anything. Everything to us comes very naturally.
Yeah.
We don't put very much effort into things. I think we're just good people by default, and we're not terrible people in general. We're not terrible to each other. But when it does come time to have an argument, have a disagreement, fighting fair, and that would be an example of not fighting fair, of not doing things the right way. And when that happens, I communicated, like, do you think that was appropriate for you to do? And he knows that it's not. He said no. And then, I'm like, well, moving forward, this is not going to be tolerated, and so on and so forth. And, he will lay down the ways that he felt, and I will respond to that, and so on and so forth. But it's not that we don't have arguments or have disagreements, but I realize that I well, I already knew this about myself, that I can be mean, that I can have an attitude, that I can speak in ways that are very direct and can come off very crass and abrasive. So I might not be thinking that, and he has actually a very high tolerance for that. But at some point, sometimes he'll just break and be over it and over me, and then he'll say things like that. So I'm working on, speaking to him more softly, being nicer, not being mean, so that I don't provoke him to do things that will make me end up feeling disrespected.
The second half of the question.
Oh, the fun part that other people want to know. Do you bring people into your bedroom?
Yes. But not our bedroom, literally, because, well, there was that one time.
I don't remember the last time we had a threesome.
What do you mean?
I don't remember the last time we had a threesome.
There was 4 people
4 people?
in our bedroom.
No, there weren't.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is it worse?
We weren't all in there at the same time. You talking about that game night?
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago. And we were alternating. We weren't in there all at the same time. Anyway, got a little crazy. But we are open to that, but the occasion in which Angelo and myself are both mutually attracted to a person enough to make that happen is extremely rare.
Yeah.
And we don't do it often. But we are people who are 100% open to that perfect storm occurring. Yes. That's that.
Do you fart in front of each other?
That free guy asked that.
He does.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm not holding back.
I barely want to pee in front of him.
He's weird. He won't pee in front of me. He won't fart, even though he has farted. Of course, we've been together 5 years. But I mean, once you get to a certain point, it's like we are human beings. Like the other stuff is out the window. I'm not trying to pretend to be anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Cam49 asks, for how long did you guys dated before he proposed?
We dated for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
Cebu Sisol Radibe?
What?
He asked, do you guys ever want to start a family / have kids?
I would love to have a family. But families cost money. And we like money to ourselves.
Yeah, we are non-traditional. And we're not having kids just for the sake of having them. Just because we feel like that's something we have to do as people.
Legacy.
All of these things that people run around saying, oh, you must bring a child into the world or your life was useless. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe that my life can be mine. And that's more than enough for me. I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to tend to anybody. I don't have to allocate my money or my finances towards anything that I don't want to allocate it towards.
Yeah.
And that is a luxury of being child-free. And I'm all about the child-free movement. However, me and Angelo, we have a very healthy relationship. We have a healthy household. I think we would be excellent parents.
Absolutely.
I would love to see little mini me, a little mini him. I think they would be so cute. So, if we get into a financial position soon, that would allow for that.
Right, it would need to be soon.
Yeah, because, I'm getting up there in age, and, none of us are getting any younger. So, it hasn't presented itself yet, which makes me feel like it might not.
Yeah.
But, we're open to whatever the universe has for us.
Okay. Tafa Money asks, how do you deal with people who make snorty comments about your sexuality?
We don't.
We don't.
Who cares?
Right.
You become
Make
so
your
used to it.
comments.
Our TikTok channel in particular,
They won't say it to our face.
about half of the comments we've received on TikTok are angry Africans.
African.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
They are Africans. They're angry Africans, telling us we're going to hell and that we're going to burn and that God won't bless our marriage and things of that nature. Amongst, other haters, I'm sure some black Christians and other people of other things of that nature. Yes, I'm calling out these groups because that is who I see in our comments. That goes for online bullying. I've never received a snorty comment about my sexuality in person.
We also get a lot of love from the continent of Africa too.
That's true.
South Africans, they love us.
That's true. It's both. I think we get a lot of attention from both, and I don't know, the algorithm is pushing us over there for some reason. It's probably because they consume a lot of gay content over there because they can't help but comment on it in a negative or positive way, and the people who need to see it end up seeing it as well, which are the people who aren't able to feel comfortable in their own skin on that continent. And it's very sad as so-called African Americans that our gayness has overshadowed our blackness or our African ancestry to the point where we can't be celebrated in our love or in our experience because they're so caught up in their religion and their
The
traditions.
colonizers' religion.
It's very colonization. It's bad.
But
King TJ 365 asks, what is the basic foundation of the love you share with your partner?
the basic foundation. Friendship
That's good.
and respect.
Yes. Urban Scholar asks, what y'all doing for your honeymoon? We did answer that question. The cruise. Our pocket honeymoon. So MRJLS15 asks favorite places to travel. What are some new things you all are into as a couple and apart? Favorite fragrances. I like that. Some ways you both like to treat each other. So she asked like 5 questions in one. So we'll try to do these rapid fire. So favorite places to travel. You go.
Anywhere on a cruise.
Yeah, anywhere but
If
here.
I'm on a boat, I'm there.
Yeah, anywhere but here. Anywhere but Atlanta is a pleasure to kind of just see a different scenery. So yeah. What are some new things y'all are into as a couple and apart? Are we into anything new as a couple? I guess just short form content creation. Really into that. That wasn't a good one for you?
I guess. There's nothing new really.
There's nothing new. And apart, we're not apart. We're never apart. Favorite fragrances. I love
Jo Malone.
Jo Malone is a line of fragrances, but we do love that brand.
The 100 brand.
The 100 brand. I was
It's really the 100 brand and then all the other fragrances that.
right. So I was gonna say 100 brand, but it's not.
Shameless plug, not shameless.
Finish the dance.
Not so shameless plug. 100 brand. Okay, go ahead.
The 100 brand are essential oil blends. They're not necessarily fragrances, but they are fragrant. But yes, I don't wear a whole lot of cologne simply because I would rather have the 100 brand on.
Which he's working on the 4th scent.
4th blend.
The 4th blend.
Yes.
It's coming.
The spirit blend. Some ways you both like to treat each other.
Pizza.
He has a one-track mind to pizza and the burger. Pizza burger. I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
And I treat him to fried chicken. He like fried chicken.
I like something else more.
What do you like? Thai food.
Thai food. I'm always wanting Thai food.
Thai food and fried chicken.
I love fried chicken. And sometimes you can get fried chicken at a Thai food place.
It's not the same.
It is. And they put the sweet chili sauce on top. And don't get some roti on the side with the curry sauce. Forget about it. Ends with me 555 asks, why was it important for you guys to get married and not just be together?
That's a great question because we ask ourselves that every day.
We don't know.
We don't know. Why did we do that? What's the point? What's the point?
Yeah, I think having families that aren't necessarily reverent and supportive of
Sucks the fun out.
your marriage or your union, it might make it so that if one of us passes away, we won't have any stake in the life that we've built together.
Yeah.
We have built a life together. We have a home together. So, we can't allow one person to kind of lose the reins over someone else in that
We could have
case.
just did a will.
Which, there's different ways to do it.
We love each other.
Yeah. Angelo wanted to propose and have a big, beautiful moment. And, I loved having that moment. So, it's, like I said, we're very non-traditional. I'm very non-traditional, at least. So it's not something that I needed to solidify our relationship. But it was a beautiful moment that we created for other people to become inspired by and to know that it was possible.
Let's see. Shars Kig 5926 asks, how are y'all navigating a monogamous relationship in Atlanta? We're not.
What are you talking about?
We're not. I don't know. How do you navigate in a monogamous relationship? It's a choice. Either you choose to have a monogamous relationship or you don't. It's not Atlanta or DC or Florida. It's nothing. It's not.
Well, I read that question and I was, I know that we kind of dabble in sexual non-monogamy, but otherwise we are very monogamous.
Like a relationship.
Yeah. We not in relationships with other people.
We choose each other every
date
day.
other people. We don't spend our free time with other people.
Yeah.
Not that one day I might not have some friends and he might have a girls' night here and there, but the way that we navigate that is just by keeping our priorities straight. We don't need to be in the streets. We don't need to be running around doing this, that, and the other because we have bills. We have shit to do. We have, businesses that we're running. We don't have time or money to be running to everybody's event and running to everybody's party and running up and being up in every man's face. It's just that's not the stage and the era that we're in. So we just navigate it by having our priorities together and prioritizing each other first.
Yeah.
Boom.
He also asks, do either of you aspire to act things outside of YouTube?
Act or do things outside of YouTube. Well, we do lots of things outside of YouTube. But I aspire to be a recording artist. I want to do music. That's kind of I guess the main aspiration. That's something that I guess is kind of the hardest thing to get around to because it's not, I guess, super important. It's not making me money right now. I have other things like being a loan officer, like my massage business that are making me money actively. So I, am always going to prioritize those things. But music is something that you have to prioritize just because you love it. So, yeah.
I would like to act, but not in the movie acting, more like a TV show or like a podcast moment. I really do like the entire process of content creation, from creating it to editing it to putting it out there, and all the things like media kits and like all the things. And also when it comes to like the music side of things, I like to see that production go forth also, like creating the beat, putting vocals down, mixing, all this distribution and all of that. Like I love entertainment.
Yes.
But anyway,
Our new intro, which you heard.
notice our new intro.
Did you notice? Angelo produced it, and that is me singing on record. So we're already doing a little something.
You clipped it. Shar also asks, what's your love languages? Touch. Is that one?
Physical touch is
Physical touch.
a love language.
I love being touched.
Yes, he is like a big baby. He has to be pet. He has to be held, swaddled. So that's, I have a baby already. If anyone was asking, I already have a baby. He's right here. So yes, he needs to be touched constantly in order to end his day, and I oblige. For me, I would say
Words of affirmation.
I love a good word of affirmation. I was about to say, it's not an official love language, but I love conversation. I love talking. Like I love to talk to others. I love to yap. I love to engage in stimulating conversation. Like that is my shit. Talk to me. And he gets sick of me after talking to me for so long, so I have to go call other people to talk to them when I'm really in the mood to chat. But from the official list of love languages, I would say acts of service. I love when Angelo will go and build me a house in our backyard. I love when he will change something out or fix our oven or do things that I would not know how to do. So I love that about him. And so acts of service, words of affirmation, gift giving. I love to receive gifts. He does that too. Yeah, and just security, just feeling secure and accepted and loved and known and listened to.
Wow. That was a good Q&A.
You think so?
Yeah, I asked a lot of good questions.
Yes. So this isn't our first Q&A, and it won't be our last.
No, it will not. We'll try and go live too in this next season of the Ville show. We'll try and go live more so we can get some live interaction and engage with you all more. And who knows, maybe there'll be a pop-up here soon.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.